eFoodsDirect.com. Visit eFoodsDirect.com and look over the fine list of high-quality, freeze-dried, and dehydrated foods they have to offer. Watch the free videos. Look at their online catalog. Or give them a call at 1-800-409-5633. Again, 800-409-5633. Or on the web at eFoodsDirect.com. Take action today. The first step is getting storable food.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
We just got a few minutes left with Manny Badillo. Then we've got the legend fighting the New World Order. G. Edward Griffin joining us for the balance of the hour, and the folks that have been holding, you're going to talk to Griffin. So we saved the best for last. You get to hold, but get to talk to him. We all want to hear from everybody and appreciate folks that I meant to get the calls earlier in the hour. I was just covering all the eugenics news, never got around to some of those calls. Going back to Manny Badillo. Okay, so you're in this meeting. Tell us where it was, what was happening. You're writing an article for Infowars.com. We're going to get very, very soon. Just make sure I don't miss that when it comes. In fact, ballpark, when are we getting that article so we can post it, Manny?
You're going to be getting that within the next couple of days. I'm still waiting to hear back from some of the prosecution team that asked me to email them about this evidence, which could very easily be found by simple Internet searches.
Well, they always say that. We didn't know that bin Laden had been CIA. It's just BBC, AP, Reuters. But we didn't know NORAD stood down that day, and there were drills of hijacked jets flying into the buildings. But all that aside, where were you? You got invited. What else did you ask them? Because you told us in the end they were telling you, shut up.
Yeah, essentially they were saying, listen, where did you get that from? You email us. That's it. It comes down to this. I brought up the fact that the case that the family members brought all the way to the Supreme Court that the Supreme Court refused to listen to as of last week. 7,000 family members with the evidence against Saudi Arabia. I asked them if they were going to, how strong of a case they would have had if they had that evidence. I also said to them 70% of our questions were never answered during the commission. Is this going to be another sham trial that the family members then have to go through and then expect to have some sort of justice? And I said to them this, I said, does anybody here really feel that it was only 5 people that did this? Silence. Alex, there had to be at least 4 or 5 times the silence, and that's why it's so important that the mission of nyccan.org is accomplished.
Exactly, but and we'll have you back on about that, but I want to continue in the limited time with this. Because talking to you over the phone, my producer said that you also said that at one point they just said, look, be quiet, shut up. We've heard enough from you. Where did you hear this information?
Exactly. They were asking me where it came from. I was telling them this is AP, Reuters source. I was telling them this comes from intelligence agencies. The Indian Intelligence Agency actually spoke about...
Did you tell them about Springman, the head of the visa in Saudi Arabia, and he's being told, let Atta and them in, they're CIA?
That I didn't have an opportunity to, but this is something else that I can continue to correspond with them on. I'm going to tell you something.
This is on record that the hijackers were all trained at U.S. military bases in super high clearance. That's AP. This is a fact. That the embassies wouldn't let them in, and they'd say, let them in. These are high-level operatives. Yes, sir. Case closed. They did it. It's over.
And case closed this. I actually, and I commented a few times to a few of my close friends about how that the next night I was on a conference call with Candace Gorman. She is one of the defendants of 3 of the people that are being accused during the sham 9/11 trial that's taking place starting this week down in Guantanamo. So I listened to her conference call. I had an opportunity to ask questions there, and I said, what type of facts is the government bringing up, and how do you feel you can successfully defend them? She goes, I know I can defend them because there are no facts they're bringing up. It's all hearsay. So, I thought about this, Alex. I was one of maybe 6 billion people in the world that got to hear both the prosecution side, the defense's side, and the week before going to trial, with the exception of our clandestine intelligence agencies, I got to understand a hell of a lot more about how this is going to take place. This is going to be something that the media is going to report on here and there because they don't want us to critically think about what happened.
It's going to be a total kangaroo. You also told us that they admitted they have no evidence, but Obama admits that. He says they may be found not guilty, but we're still going to keep them. That's freedom.
Well, this is what happens. We have the Military Commissions Act. We have the Patriot Act. We have all these different acts which are constantly suffocating Americans' rights and and the Constitution. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to stand up and do something about it like you, myself, and so many others are doing? Or are we going to sit back and say, okay, let them do this? No.
Manny Badillo, you are a badass for freedom. I know you got some secret stuff you can't talk about right now, but we'll have you on next week or at the end of the week after that big announcement happens. Keep it up. You're going to bring the murderers to justice. We're right beside you and right behind you. Go with God. Vaya con Dios.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
There goes Manny Badillo, folks. We'll be right back with G. Edward Griffin. Don't want to miss that. What can you do to keep you and your family safe from the resistant new strains of deadly bacteria and viruses? Check out supernaturalsilver.com today, or visit the link on Infowars.com to find out more about this incredible new silver compound. The new silver solution is a natural antibiotic that is clinically tested to kill viruses, germs, bacteria, and yeast safely. This new technology has proven itself to be a formidable weapon against bio-threats of today and tomorrow. The new silver solution gel has been shown to disinfect topically and keep the area sanitized for up to 4 hours. The new silver solution is a highly effective, potent nanoparticle solution that is lethal to bacteria, yeast, and viruses. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and see the amazing line of products they have available. Check out the patented new silver solution today. Click on the link and check out the uses for new silver solution. Order this extra line of defense today by going to supernaturalsilver.com. That's supernaturalsilver.com today. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones, and I want each of you to ask yourself this question. Do you really know what's in your tap water? In a recent study conducted by a major environmental auditor, they found that over 260 chemicals and pollutants are present in municipal drinking water. Many of these chemicals are directly linked to cancer, reproductive, immune, and developmental system diseases. Now, what are you going to do about it? The Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator is a low-cost way to take back control of you and your family's drinking water. The Ecola Blue 28 produces up to 7 gallons of water from the humidity in the atmosphere and uses state-of-the-art carbon filtration, reverse osmosis, and ultraviolet light sterilization techniques. That's right, clean water right from the air you breathe. Order today by calling 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit Ecola Blue on the web at www.ecoloblu.com today. That's ecolablue.com. Alex Jones with important news. I want to warn you about a deadly storm that's fast approaching. A storm that will affect you and everybody you know. Here's the story. The current administration is committed to nationalizing health care, giving 40 million new people free care. Now here's the bad news. The current system will almost be immediately overwhelmed by these new demands for free services and procedures. Medicare and Medicaid are already bankrupt. Many doctors are now leaving their practices frightened by the prospect of forced procedures. All this is creating a perfect storm, which could create unimaginable shortages in the healthcare services. Folks, it's time to be prepared for the worst. Our friends at Solutions from Science have recently come up with an emergency preparedness course that reveals how you can make powerful herbal medicines in the privacy of your own home. It's called Herbal Preparations and Natural Therapies, and it's flat out the best course of its kind. I recommend you visit this important new website at makeherbalmedicines.com. That's makeherbalmedicines.com, or call toll free 877-327-0365.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Well, G. Edward Griffin with Freedom Force International is an icon in the liberty and freedom movement, the anti-New World Order movement. In fact, he's probably the greatest living person out there who continually, on a large scale, on a big platform, has made scores of films, presentations, best-selling books, Creature from Jekyll Island, traveling the country, the world, fighting the globalist. And we stand on his shoulders today, but he also stands right beside us because he's still fighting more than ever. He's a great gentleman and very articulate, and I'm very excited that he's going to be interviewed in my newest Obama film. He is the last interview for this film that has 14 interviews right now. And then one of them's a big surprise interview I'm going to leave till right before it's released. But just so many great people in this film. And so we're very excited about that. Also, Jason Bermas is going out there to interview him. He's going to be in Bermas's film Invisible Empire with a big role in that, exposing kind of the architecture of the New World Order. But this just broke over the weekend. WorldNet Daily's kind of copied our story, which we're glad. All we care about is exposing it. The original place was Front Page Magazine in February, but nobody believed it because David Horowitz is somewhat discredited. But we got the actual textbook, and we have the scans of it, and it's up on Infowars.com. Obama's science advisor called for planetary regime to enforce totalitarian population control, implants to control us, CPS taking all children at birth, a planetary